Hello and welcome everybody to Frog Wrestling, Wednesday's very own internet wrestling show. I'm so happy you all could be here. I'm so excited to be here after our second free preview, which saw a title change, which saw 3 amazing title defenses, and now we are going to see what comes next. And I'll tell you, we're going to be letting a lot of the new blood get a chance in the ring this week. That seems to be the theme, as it were, is we've had a lot of new people show up, a lot of surprise new entrants, and that's well and good, but they got to prove themselves if they want to get big title opportunities outside of, you know, a rare surprise show up and dominate like Kim had. So it's time to see what they're made of. And that's what we're going to be seeing in our very first match here tonight. Our first match, we're going to be starting off as Patrick Beja, who has currently an undefeated streak, although only in tag team matches. He's going to be making his singles debut against Marc Spagnuolo. Will he be able to win? We are going to get right to it. So for those of you at home who are of the point betting type, now's the time to get that in. Cast your votes, cast your points. Good luck to you. Not everybody can win, but you can certainly try. I'm going to go ahead and start up the predictions, and we're going to get to the match. Predictions are up, and we're going to go to it. Let's see what we got here. Patrick Beja versus Marc Spagnuolo, both fairly newcomers in Frog Wrestling, both a little untested. Marc has more experience in singles competition. Patrick, more experience in the tag division and undefeated, but he has not had any matches so far. Very green when it comes to singles. So what will work in their favor? You can't deny he's got a tag team title around his waist.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Paris, France, weighing in at 235 pounds, one half of the Internet's Tag Team Champions, the Wanderer.
Patrick won the tag team titles last week with Randy Jordan. A surprise partnership that has worked out very, very well for him. I am definitely curious to see how Patrick is going to do without a tag team partner.
And his opponent, representing DIY from New Jersey, weighing in at 235 pounds, Wickheiser Mark S.
Matches like these with talent of this caliber,
The Wood Whisperer
sports entertainment is in our form.
himself coming down to the ring. Marc has had a just get down to business attitude since he got here in Frog Wrestling. He doesn't make it about teams or anything like that. He just gets in the ring and fights.
A guy who treats every match as if it's the biggest one of his career. He definitely plans to steal the show tonight.
Both of these competitors well trained in very different means. Patrick gained his fighting prowess by playing a lot of Street Fighter. He's quite skilled at fighting video games and has transitioned that into skill in the ring. Marc trained by cutting down trees and turning them into things. And right now he's showing off that strength as he immediately delivers a big kick to Patrick's head and just starts dominating. And right now, Marc calling for Patrick to stand up. Patrick, I don't think he knows where he is. Huge clothesline off the top. And Patrick's going to be wishing he had a tag team partner right now. Marc continuing to show that incredible strength. Kind of strength that working with wood will give you. The strength of a tradesman. Although Marc currently can't decide whether he wants to be in the ring or outside. Maybe he had a plan and Patrick was just a little slow getting up. But Marc just continuing. Look at that. Just showing vicious strength right now. And Patrick has not managed to get any offense off at all. Oh, he might be turning that around. Maybe you heard me, felt motivated. He's got Marc, setting him up for something. He ties him up.
Them up for the beats of the Bowden. Nowhere to go.
Patrick finally managing a little offense as he just brutally hammers away at Marc. Effective. But can he build momentum off of it?
And a double axe handle smash. Big double axe handle.
Marc crawling to the outside. Patrick is watching him. Managing to get some vicious punches in, and Marc falls outside of the ring.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd. He's back into the ring.
Patrick taunts and is ready for him. Delivers a kick the second he gets in. Looks like did some damage to Patrick too, but he is already back up on his feet. And now Patrick with a pin. Only gets a 2 count off of it. But we're starting to see that momentum shift. We're starting to see a swing. And Patrick is starting to put on the offense here.
Here it comes. Nicely done. And he's just
And I think Marc is getting in trouble here. Patrick dealing heavy blows. Oh, reversal. And now Marc is back up to his feet. And Marc says it's over. He's got a pin. Only a 1 count. Patrick is still in this game. Marc is sizing him up, goes for a big clothesline, and Patrick ducks out of the way. Marc goes for a ride as the ropes rebound and hit him in the face. And now Patrick, huge kick. Marc is down. He's hurting. This might be Patrick's opportunity. He's going for more vicious right hands to the face. Dragging Marc to the middle of the ring. Don't know if he's trying to get him in position for a maneuver. Not going to matter. Marc getting to his feet. But Patrick gets him up. Huge power bomb. There's a pin. And only 2. Patrick is surprised. He definitely thought that was going to be it. And once again, dragging Marc into position. I don't know what move he is hoping to execute, but clearly he wants Marc in a very specific spot to do it. Yeah, oh, there it is. He gets him in a sleeper hold, and he's trying to keep him away from the rope so he can't do a rope break. And Marc, I thought he was going to tap. He finds a way out of it and turns it into a pinfall. Patrick has to break the hold or risk being pinned. Patrick gets him up. Another huge power bomb. And that will be too much. Patrick Beja is your winner. And he proves
Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
he is just as effective in singles competition as he is on a team. Patrick's undefeated streak continues.
This kind of win establishes him to the world and
Points definitely were favoring Patrick on that one. We've got a lot of happy people in the chat now. And that is quite the start for Patrick. Showing again, he can hang. You know, that was the unknown quantity going into this match, was could Patrick hang without the help of Randy? And I think he just showed that he is as vital a part of the team as anyone, and that he deserves to be there. Is this the start of a big singles run for Patrick? I don't know. He's part of the tag team champions, so I would expect a lot more tag matches, but what an impressive showing. It looked rough for the beginning, but he pulled off an incredible victory there at the end. That is going to bring us to our next match of the evening. This one, a bit of a grudge match. For those of you who catched the free preview number 2, you know that there was a tag team match between Core and Mod Syndicate where Ben and Tanner just decimated John and the Core crew in a way that made it seem like they didn't even want to win the match. It was an absolute brutal beatdown. And Core crew is out for revenge. They have challenged the Mod Syndicate, the full Core team. Scott, Brian Dunaway, John Jagger have challenged Tom Merritt, Ben Bumhoffer, and Tanner Goodman to a elimination tables tag match. Now, the way this is going to work is you defeat an opponent by putting them through a table. We've seen these before. Had a good time with them before. But once you go through a table, you are only eliminated. It's not the first one through the table that team wins. We're doing it elimination style, so we are going to see at minimum 3 people go through a table here today, and maybe more, because the Core crew is out for blood. So I'm getting that set up right now. Go ahead and get the predictions underway. Predictions are live for this match. Keep in mind, this is a 3-on-3 table match and elimination style. This is going to feature our Frog Pants champion Scott, who is also on a bit of an undefeated streak as of late. So you do not want to discount him. But Scott has been ruling the Core crew with an iron fist as of late, and it has kind of showed. They have struggled as a result.
You think you know me?
All right, as we get ready for this table elimination match, up first is the Core crew. Brian and John, who suffered a terrible beatdown at the end of last week's tag match, now joined by Scott in an effort to redeem some level of honor.
The following contest is a 6-man tag team tables match. On the way to the ring at a combined weight.
Brian's jacket is hooked on the power glove. I hope he will have that fixed by the time they get in the ring, or it could be a detriment. We'll have to see. As chat says, Daddy Scott got to show the kids how to play. And that's definitely the feeling, right? Scott has not been pleased with John and Brian's performance. He's had his issues with how Martha has done. He kicked Beau out of the Core crew. Scott has been ruling this roster with an iron fist, and you have to feel like he is here now to show them how it is done. John and Brian Dunaway had a hard time coexisting last week. Might have been the biggest reason that Core ultimately lost that match. And I think anybody who's watching it has just observed and seen a faltering with the Core crew. There's definitely less unity post Beau's departure, as opposed to more.
And their opponents at a combined weight.
In the meantime, you got the Mod Syndicate, who are showing amazing unity.
Makings of an all-time classic match, and I fully expect it to deliver on that promise.
And last week we saw pure viciousness out of every member of the Mod Syndicate. This is not the only grudge match tonight based on the actions of the Mod Syndicate. Monica and Carter are going to be fighting in a cage match later to help get revenge for Monica cheating to eliminate Carter. Mod Syndicate has been proving they will do whatever it takes to win. And now they're going to have to back it up because this fight is going to be ugly. The only way you eliminate somebody is by putting them through a table. And we are going to start with chaos. John and Ben going after each other. Tom and Brian. Scott went after Tanner quickly, then trying to get a double team with Ben, but Tanner back to his feet and preventing that from happening. And right now, Core seems to be doing the best, though John taking a bit of a beating from Ben. Otherwise, Brian and Scott definitely in control. But this type of match can change so quickly. It is so fast that an opponent can be driven through a table, sometimes even almost seemingly accidentally. It can be abrupt, and the Core crew has taken control of the match. But on the outside, we see tables getting set up. I think Tanner has been busted open. Scott delivering a drop on Tanner, although not through a table. And right now, John and Scott looking for a double team, but it distracted John enough not to be seen by Tom. And he gets slammed on the table. It's folded closed, no danger of breaking there. And in spite of all this chaos, you have to try to watch all of it because, as I said before, it can change in an instant. And Scott throwing Tanner all the way back to the entranceway. Ben is showboating in the ring, currently dominating over Brian Dunaway. And I don't think Scott's even aware that his teammates are currently losing pretty badly behind him. Scott's just happy to be dishing out damage to Tanner. And this is a matter of pride. Scott is sick of seeing his faction, his team, lose. And after the beating they received last week, he's wanting to get revenge. He might be a little too tunnel visioned, and 3 tables are in the ring. Scott setting one up, Tom set it up, and he got John through it. John dove into the ring, and Tom Merritt put him immediately through a table. And I don't know if Scott's realized it. He may have just now, but John is eliminated, and it is now 3-on-2 as the Mod Syndicate tries to set up more tables. But Core is now going to be fighting from behind. They need to move quick if they are going to eliminate someone and even this up. None of the tables currently in position to facilitate that. Dunaway with a huge kick that takes down both Tom and Ben. Not for very long, though, and he's going to find himself quickly outmanned. Scott goes looking for another table. He gets in the ring to help his partner. Tanner is in the ring, too, and they are outnumbered. Well, just got to see how quickly this match can change, and Tom is finding enough time to showboat a little bit on the outside of the ring. Dunaway in a bad position as Ben watches with stares. Scott continuing to focus on Tanner, though he has not managed to stop him. And now Mod Syndicate in full control as Brian Dunaway suffers a beatdown from both Tom Merritt and Ben. Scott hanging on, but once again seems somewhat oblivious to what's going on the other side of the ring. It looks like Tanner is trying to get a table in the ring, looking for an elimination maybe. Brian Dunaway in a bad way. And Scott manages to turn the tables on Tom. Tanner seems a little staggered, a little loopy in the ring. He's trying to recover. And he has set up a table. Another table in position. Mod Syndicate in a good spot to eliminate some people. Meanwhile, it looks like Tom Merritt might be looking to do the same thing. He gets the table in the ring. And this is exactly how they eliminated John. It might happen again. They throw Scott into the table. Here's the setup. Tanner gets him. It's 2-on-1. He picks him up, drops him, but just misses the table. That was nearly it for Scott right there. And Tom Merritt leaves. I think he believed Tanner had gotten him eliminated. And poor Brian Dunaway is barely hanging on. He is still mounting as much of an offense as he can, but he is just getting manhandled outside of the ring. And Scott continues to fight Tanner, but he did not successfully put him through a table, and it is turning into 3-on-1 as the Mod Syndicate waits to strike. Ben's getting a table ready. And it looks like Mod Syndicate is calling this. They've set up 2 tables. They are absolutely ready. Tom Merritt goes to go to the outside and misses, though it looks like Dunaway still maybe got clipped. Scott fighting back, but Dunaway is in a bad spot. I don't know how Core recovers from this. They have a chance. If they can manage to turn the tables, Ben's hair takes out a table. That doesn't count, didn't go through. Will make it harder to put someone through a table. Ben picks up Scott. Knocks him down. And Scott is in danger. He is getting double teamed currently. Meanwhile, the banhammer on Brian Dunaway. And Core is being decimated again. This was supposed to be their chance for revenge, but they are getting manhandled currently. John already eliminated, might be the lucky one. He's avoiding this beating, and Tom Merritt has a chair. Forget all the tables. Tom Merritt has armed himself with a chair and is now doing extra damage. And this is the viciousness that we were talking about. Scott and Brian still trying to fight. Tom Merritt in the ring. Ben, in a brilliant strategy, goes ahead and knocks out one of the tables. Oh, and it looked like Dunaway was going to put Ben through a table, but Tom saved him at the last possible second. That was going to be it. Dunaway gets put through a table, and Ben has made it a 3-on-1. It is just a matter of time as Scott now has to fight all members of the Mod Syndicate. They have the table ready, and like a pack of hyenas, they are going to town. They're hungry. They can't even wait. They can't even wait to take him down, and I think it's just a formality at this point. I don't think there is any coming back from this. Each one is bloodthirsty, and Ben doesn't even throw him towards the table. If that doesn't tell you what they're here to do, they're here to inflict pain. Tom Merritt not even participating at this point. And they are looking for a chance to beat down the champ. That is the only way to describe it. Tom Merritt been recovering outside of the ring, went and got a chair. They're not even trying to throw him through the table anymore at this point. Scott with a reversal, but he's going to get met with two other people just waiting. It would take a miracle for him to turn this around right now. And honestly, it might take a miracle for them to be willing to put him through the table.
Perfectly executed. From behind, back suplex. He turns it around. Right to the kidneys from behind. Absolutely.
Scott rolling out of the ring. Mod Syndicate.
I would be shocked if this match
you can tell exactly how they're feeling. They have no interest in ending this match in any way other than beating Scott. Tom Merritt and Scott had a history of problems in this league. And I almost wonder if this was the plan all along. Try to get Scott out to participate so that they could be in a position to do exactly this. Scott trying to fight back, but he is running out of gas. He's managing small reversals, but the problem is 3-on-1, there is just always someone waiting. And they're nowhere near a table.
He's returning fire. Hooked up. Shin breaker.
If this gets too much more brutal, the match may just get called. This may just be too much.
With a belly to belly.
And they're actually bumping into each other to try and be the one to land a blow. Tom Merritt just dropping Scott on his head, right on the chair.
Very nice. Irish curse backbreaker.
And this is just mean. This is just absolutely mean.
Beautiful takedown into the Achilles lock. This won't win the match.
Scott trying to get free.
All the pressure on the
You can only win by going through a table.
trying to break out and does it.
And there are just more opponents waiting. Scott finding a little momentum, but they break through.
DDT. Lights out. And at this juncture, there has to be some consideration into ringing the bell. I hate to see any match called off, but you've got to protect an athlete from himself sometimes. Just punched him right in the middle. Relentless. Another one.
And this is too much.
Here it comes. Saw that one coming. Wow, what a pump kick.
And they are just in a race to do the most damage. No race to put them through a table.
What are we going to see here?
I think we might have to call this match, everybody.
Well placed knees.
I think the referee needs to call it. Mod Syndicate has zero interest in winning a match at this point. They just want to beat up people.
Launched with
Scott manages to roll away. He manages a second reversal. Will there be a sign of life? No. And they are back on him. A brief window. And Scott is just down. He's back up and fighting. We're going to give him a moment, see if he can turn something around. But I don't think it's going to happen. And he's down again. And now he's bleeding. We're going to use that as a sign. Referee's calling the match, everybody. We've never had to call a match for being too brutal before, but we're going to have to call this one. The Mod Syndicate is too vicious. Too mean. We're cutting away. We're cutting away from it. That's going to be it. They're calling it. Scott is down. The Mod Syndicate has done their damage. Whatever it was they were looking for. They achieved it here. I don't know if Scott's going to be in any condition to fight. That was absolutely a Mod Syndicate victory, but we are going to have to call that there. That got truly, truly ugly. Mod Syndicate with a victory. An ugly victory, and we are continuing to see just this absolutely brutal side to Mod Syndicate. They are just there to decimate opponents these days. And they're making their mark. Ben in chat. Such a bad influence on Ben. Tom has corrupted him. Yep. Remember when Ben was, he wouldn't cheat. He'd just sit there. He'd do the reasonable things. Not anymore. Well, in spite of all that ugliness, we are going to have to press on to our next match. Our next match is going to be a battle royal. It is a a fatal four-way battle royal match. Rules of that is to throw your opponent over the top rope. Last one in the ring is the winner. And speaking of grudge matches, we certainly have an element of that in this match because our competitors for this match are going to be starting with Dearest Martha, who participated in the big women's match in the free preview. She was eliminated by Nicole Spagnuolo, who made her tap, and Nicole will also be participating in this match. She won the big women's match last week. But we are also going to see Kim Johnson competing, who competed to try and win the women's title. She was not able to defeat Big Bag Kristen, but she had a fantastic showing. So we are going to see more from her. And finally, Jocelyn Kearney, who made her debut in that match, is also going to be participating in this. She was eliminated by Martha and is looking for a little revenge as well. So we have lots of bad blood between these competitors. Let's go ahead and get the predictions going. Got the match all set. Night Vale, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Keep in mind, with a battle royale, the objective of this type of match is to knock your opponent over the top ropes onto the floor. And once they hit, they will be considered eliminated. the last woman standing in the ring is going to be declared the winner. So, much like our last match, it will come down to only one. All right, we come to our Battle Royal match, and this one should be big. Coming out first is Martha, who has been, for a while, one of the strongest female competitors in Frog Wrestling. Although lately she has run into a couple of obstacles in the form of Kim Johnson and Nicole Spagnuolo, both of who have won big matches against Martha.
Being well-spoken doesn't count for much when you're trading blows. At least they'll shake your hand before they knock you out cold.
Martha representing Core, who has not had a good night. We will see if they can turn it around, but if Scott is even in a physical condition to be aware of how this match goes, you have to know he's going to be putting a lot of pressure on Martha to get Core a win after that last showing.
Let's see what she can do.
And coming out first, Nicole Spagnuolo,
Representing DIY,
who
St. Louis, Missouri.
actually forced Martha in last week's match to tap out, and is the reason she was eliminated. Nicole would go on to win that match. So I think for this, Martha definitely is looking at Nicole as a strong competitor and a target.
She loves the reaction she receives from the WWE Universe, and I think she's going to take that energy into the match, too.
Hollywood Nicole, as she is sometimes referred to. Oh, this is interesting. Stuff just blinking out of existence. That's a new power that she has not demonstrated. Typically, it's handed to a referee.
And from Mississippi,
And you have to think that Kim Johnson is going to be one of the favorites in this match. Kim, in her debut, managed to win over all the other female superstars competing in the league for a shot at the title. She had an amazing match against Kristen, and while she was not able to beat her, that is a feat that almost nobody in this league can boast. Kristen has only lost officially 2 times. Only been pinned twice. She was pinned once by Martha with a big assistance from Bianca Belair, and she was pinned by Orifi Hope Akmenos, her Dungeons and Dragons character.
and from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the superstar Joyce Leon K.
And Jocelyn Kearney coming to the ring, changing the vibes.
Ask me how my day is going, and even compliments my suit.
Wow, a goody two-shoes and a liar. What a terrible person.
Jocelyn did not have the greatest debut in the pay-per-view, free-per-view, my bad, last week. She was eliminated by Martha. Now she has an opportunity for revenge.
And this battle royal is underway. Eliminations occur until there is only one superstar remaining.
You need to have eyes in the back.
And we are underway. Jocelyn using amazing acrobatics. An incredible maneuver on Nicole. Martha down as Kim goes after her. Those two certainly have a sordid history. And remember, you are eliminated in this match by being thrown out of the ring over the top rope and having both feet land on the floor. So people will not be looking for pinfalls or submissions in this style of match. Martha and Jocelyn are currently down. Kim focusing on Nicole. Looks like Martha has gotten back up. And Jocelyn, maybe looking for a little revenge, hones in and goes to town. And now Jocelyn and Kim actually working really well together. But Jocelyn goes for a big punch at the end of it, and Kim was ready for it. Chat wanting to know if Jocelyn is tall in real life. Yes, she is. And Kim looks like she's taking a bit of a nap on the outside of the ring. Martha definitely excited for a level of revenge, but Kim reversing here. And Nicole going to work on Jocelyn, who now gets a reversal. We still have not seen an elimination, though that was close. Jocelyn once again going after Martha, looking for an element of that revenge we had talked about, and that was almost it. Goes for a big clothesline, but does not clear the ropes. Martha now doing damage herself. Martha drops Jocelyn right on her face. Not a pinning option. And right now, Martha is in control. Kim down in the corner. Nicole currently being attacked, and Jocelyn only just now recovering. Martha is in a good position right now, and she is not done with Kim. A vicious slap. Just disrespect. As we've said, we've seen a lot of bad blood between the two of them. Mostly coming from Martha, who feels like Kim came in and took her position.
Places are right in the corner. We could have an elimination here.
And it looks like Nicole going for our first elimination. She's got Martha held back. She's trying to lift her up and out. And Kim stops Jocelyn from getting involved. Looks like Martha manages to get free. Still no eliminations. Joss doing incredible work, though. But Kim now taking Joss to the ropes, and it looks like she's going for an elimination. She's successful. Kim has eliminated Jocelyn, and Martha actually looks upset about it. I think Martha was trying to do it again. Maybe Martha just doesn't want to fight Kim again.
We knew we were in for something special between these competitors.
And Jocelyn, unfortunately, eliminated. And Nicole eliminated. And we are down to Martha and Kim. And I think this might have been the outcome that Martha was dreading. She was certainly targeting Kim, certainly hoping for Kim to be eliminated. I don't think Martha has successfully managed to beat Kim in any of their encounters and is not doing well currently. And we might see Kim continue her dominance. She did not manage to take out Kristen, but she has been dominant in every other match. Martha finding her footing, finding a moment to strike. Looks like she's getting ready, getting in position. Nope, she's decided to put out a little more abuse first. Picks her up, throws her into the turnbuckle, goes and misses. Kim falls. Not too bad, but looks like she came down on her elbow a bit hard, expecting to connect with Kim.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
And a stomp right to the midsection. Kim off the ropes. Martha getting ready. Another big elbow. Martha finding a little confidence here. And she's dragging Kim to the ropes. Looks like she is going for an elimination right here. Knocks her up and over. And a level of redemption for Martha as she finally pulls out a victory over Kim Johnson. And after weeks of losing, this has got to put Martha back in a feel-good position. And pulling out a small victory for Core on an otherwise really rough night for the team. What a solid match. Again, it's hard to say how Scott is even doing, but hopefully that eases the sting a little bit for the Core crew who have had a really rough night. It has not been good for Core. I'm going to go ahead and get set up for our next match. Now, this is going to be exciting because for the first time in Frog Wrestling, we've never done one of these before, we are doing a steel cage match. Those of you who saw the free preview last week, you will know that in that big women's match, Carter Johnson was eliminated by Monica Stone of the Mod Syndicate. Via cheating, we'll say. We'll just say she cheated. She put her legs up on the ropes and managed to get a pinfall. We have Carter seeking a little bit of revenge. And now that she knows that Monica is not opposed to cheating to get a victory, she challenged her specifically to a steel cage match where she feels that sort of chicanery cannot occur. So let me get the betting set up. As we have Carter Johnson taking on Monica. Now, of course, we do have to wonder, Mod Syndicate already had one match called for the level of brutality inflicted on them, or on their opponents, rather. I don't know if we're going to still see that same level of viciousness from Monica, but it's been violent. Predictions are up. Go ahead and cast your vote on who you think will win, and get ready as Carter looks to get a little payback. Will she be victorious, or will we finally see Monica pull off a victory in Frog Wrestling? So far, that has not happened.
The following contest is a steel cage match.
And coming out first, Carter Johnson.
Carter Johnson.
Big time match on tap. When the competition level is this high, you can bet it will be memorable.
Carter definitely looking for retribution.
Show her skills.
She's a firm believer that she had a chance to win that match, that she would have gone much further had it not been for the method in which Monica won.
And
she is set to prove it.
From New Jersey, the Wick Eddie Kitty Stone.
A matchup like this, it's one
When she requested the steel cage match, she specifically cited Monica is not opposed to using underhanded tactics. She's part of a organization known to do whatever it takes to win. I'd rather have her sealed in here with me.
Such an incredible journey for this woman, but she knows a win tonight will take her even further.
The exit door is shut and secure. The steel cage match can now officially get going. And look at the pure.
We are underway, and Monica quickly coming out aggressive. Definitely wanting to set the standard that if you call her out, she's going to make you pay for it.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it.
Power. Sit out. Power bomb.
I felt the
You
vibration
do
of that
win this match by escaping the cage. So you will see competitors climb the cage in an effort to get out of the cage. You can also win by pinfall.
She's not going to go that quietly.
You can also win by submission.
Continuing to work on the arm with a vicious knee drop. She flips it back on her.
Monica with a reversal, stopping the momentum that Carter had been building.
What impact.
Picks her up off the ropes. Carter building more momentum. Now taunting Monica.
ready for anything.
And you can see the aggressiveness.
Feeling at play when you have combatants locked inside.
Look at those vicious kicks as
Often reserved for the most heated of rivalries. This is something
Carter shows that she is
wicked clothesline.
going to get revenge. But Monica with a reversal, and
Oh my goodness,
look at that, throwing right into the cage, and it looks like
Out of the cage.
Getting ever so close to the
I really should have turned the UI elements off for this.
Tried to escape the cage.
But you can all look at it. You can all see it. I didn't know they were going to show up. That's kind of weird that they're there, but we'll pretend we didn't see it.
Try that climb.
Nice gut-wrench.
Monica with a reversal. Monica showboating. She's going to get caught, though. Carter back to her feet.
In the ring.
Monica with a reversal. Yeah, see what now? Exactly. We didn't see anything. We didn't see any A buttons. A button prompts.
Overclutch in the farmer's carry takeover. Down low with the
I will say there will be people that think I'm playing as a result.
Ends the count.
Clearly, she's still got a lot of fight left in her. Pump kick.
Big kick, and Carter now showboating, but Monica back to her feet quickly, manages to just snag the edge of the punch on the knee. And now dragging Carter into position. It looks like she's going for a submission maneuver. And trying to get Carter to tap. You certainly can't claim that it was unfair if you tap out in the middle of the ring. And it looks like maybe that's exactly what Monica is going for. She probably doesn't like the asterisk on her victory. What a combination. And Carter feeling confident, climbing the cage. I'm going to go ahead just in case anybody thinks. People already ask me, yeah, hand check. People already ask me, they say, John, do you control who wins? I don't. I assure you. Carter back to her feet. Monica getting her for the banhammer. Middle of the ring once again. This is how Monica wants to win. Will she do it? She gets it. And for the first time ever, Monica secures a victory, and there is no debate on this one. No controversy. Banhammer pin, middle of the ring. Monica secures a victory in Frog Wrestling.
Here is your winner, the Wig Eddie Kitty Stones.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner, or at least what's left of one.
Is Monica in the chat, you guys? Did she miss her first victory? She's usually here. Oh my gosh, she's not here. Maybe that's the secret. She won because she wasn't here to see it. I don't know, Ben won and he was here to see it. Well, he sort of won. I don't know. I kind of feel like if the match has to be called because you're refusing to win the match, and you're just beating up your opponent, I don't feel like you get a win for that. I feel like I misspoke. I feel like that actually should be a core win. Now, I do feel like I gave the points to the right people as far as points, but I think in the record books, that would actually be a core victory, right? Because it'd be a disqualification. I don't know. Wrestling experts, get in the comments. If the match is called because someone's beaten up too badly, they could have won the match. They chose not to. Would it be a disqualification because they called it? I guess it would depend on why they called the match, right? If they called the match because you were being too violent, then, you know, that's one thing. But there's no disqualification, so you can't get disqualified. So I think it just a stopping the match because somebody's too hurt. I think that's still a victory. So I think I called it correctly. I think I called it accurately. I think we're fine. Yeah. I should have just gone with my gut, you know? I should have known all along. All right, we are getting set up for our main event. It is main event time. And for those of you that don't know, on social media, I did put out that as a celebration for all the support and for you all tuning in for Frog Wrestling Free Preview 2, I was going to give everybody a vote on what they wanted to see for a main event tonight, and that it would be a title match. You could have picked from any of our champions to have to defend their title. The tag team, the women's, the Frog Pants Championship. Well, you've already seen competitors from all of those, so you kind of know what's coming. But the heavy favorite for what people wanted to see was Beau Schwartz, 2-Point Beau, go up against Kyle Fergusson for the Dragon Beef Championship. And that is exactly what we are going to see here today. There were certainly people who thought that Kyle deserved, or that Beau deserved it. He had a very controversial loss in the tournament for the right to challenge Kyle. And as a result, I think that this does balance things out quite well. So let's get the predictions up, see who you are picking in this title match. Keep in mind, the Dragon Beef Championship is on the line. Kyle being forced to defend because you all have shown such great support. So if you really wanted Kyle to hold on to this forever, your support actually backfired. But hey, you know what? He'll get another chance. It's fine. All right, let's get to the match. Let's see what happens here. As 2-point Beau, will I disable ring out? No. That was a legitimate way that Beau lost the match. And then he went on to win a match the following week against Diantalis, the exact same way that he lost that match. So, you know, he learned. Beau learned. He learned that that is a strategy, and he has used that strategy. So if he can use it, he can lose it that way. Ring out. This is a regular match. No special rules, no gimmicks. Falls only in the rings, countouts, DQs, all of it. Let's get to it. Our main event, our title match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal Dragon Championship.
And there he is. 2-point Beau. And if Core's stock has been way down since kicking him off the team, Beau's stock has been way up. Beau has achieved much since launching version 2.0 Beau.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship is on the line here tonight. And in looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb in this one.
Here comes trouble.
Beau does have a big hill to climb, though. You were following this on social media. Beau said he didn't want to fight Kyle, but he would do what he had to because he is a professional AI wrestler. Kyle declared this a DM battle. Beau's playing Baldur's Gate while the match goes on. That's great. I am happy. I'm happy about that. That's what I would be doing if I wasn't doing this. Kyle being accompanied to the ring by the women's champion, Kristen.
Anticipated title defense in recent memory.
Many are predicting a title change here tonight, but this man is looking to prove otherwise.
Kyle gets announced as he comes to the ring as the Dungeon Master. Maybe we should have had him put that title on the line too, but not today. Maybe for another day. Kyle successfully defended his title last week against Brian Ibbett. He has shown a passion for the belt that he does not want to give it up.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 269 pounds, the Rockstar, Caveman, Beauchamp S. And his opponent from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the Universal Dragon Champion.
I really got to remember that when they talk about this title, they say "the" twice. Every time there's a title match, I go, "Oh, I gotta fix that," and I always forget it.
In these situations, pride and heart will be tested.
Beau eyeballing the title. He fought very hard, got very close. He has a chance to change history here today. Will he be able to do it? The match begins, and Beau comes out strong with a belly-to-belly and goes for an immediate pin, maybe hoping to get the champ thrown off, and it looks like it worked. He gets a 2 count from it, definitely catching Kyle by surprise. I don't think Kyle was quite ready for this level of aggressiveness, but this is 2-point Beau. And now Kyle is going to try and take back control of the momentum here. And he's going to go for a pin. He only gets a 1. And Kyle taunting Beau up. And clearly Kyle underestimating how long Beau was going to be down on the ground. Beau with a choke slam. But Kyle kicks up. He's showing that strength. He shows that he's not even phased. And that's getting into the mind games, getting into the head of Beau. Somebody, I don't know if you even want to. I don't even know what Beau is seeing right now. Nobody knows what Beau is seeing. He does knock Kyle out into the ring. The area outside of the ring, rather. Kyle's got him up, and a big slam to the outside. Dangerous territory. Beau knows what it's like to lose via countout, but this is also a strategy he has used to win matches. Although I don't think the title can change hands via countout. I could be wrong on that. I don't know what the rules for this game are, but my understanding in wrestling rules is that you need to beat him in the ring. Beau manages to get back in the ring. We did get up to a 7 count.
He went right into that turnbuckle.
Beau still living dangerously on the outside. Kyle going for a pin, trying to end this quick. Gets a 2 count on that one. And it looks like Kyle already, he was sizing him up, but Beau got to his feet quick. Shut it down. I don't know what Kyle was planning, but he was setting something up and Beau stopped him. And Kyle seems completely caught off guard. This might be Beau's time to shine. He throws Kyle over into the corner. Knocks him down. Oh no. This is it. He's gonna make Kyle go for a lake run. Oh, the lake run. The lake run. It's disgusting. And Kyle is gonna have to take a moment to recover from that. He gets to his feet. I don't know how he's even fighting after tasting the dark lakes of Canada. Kyle's showboating a little too much, though, although it looks like maybe he was playing a bit possum, trying to lure Beau in. Huge slam. And Kyle now in control, and he just headbutts Beau's VR headset. He gets a 2 count out of it. And Kyle trying to put Beau away. You certainly can't blame him after being forced to deal with a lake run. Tain't no thing. Beau locks in Tain't no thing. He's got the nasty taint wiped hands down Kyle's throat. A lake run and Tain't no thing. Will Kyle tap? No. Kyle's fighting back. Tain't no thing out of nowhere.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
And another huge slam. Kyle, unfortunately, dealing with the full Canadian wilderness here, as he has suffered the lake run and the Tain't no thing. He gets Beau in a submission move of his own. Is Beau gonna have to tap? He's got it locked in. Nope, Beau is fighting out of it. He rolls free, and he manages a clothesline. Beau building momentum. Kyle misses. Beau's got him up. Beau is rallying. He's daring him again. Drops him down, going for the pin. Is he gonna do this? No! Kyle kicks out, saving his title, and Beau is shocked. Beau can't believe it, but he's wiping the taint again, and he's got another Tain't no thing in there. Kyle immediately punches out of it. That's a double taint. Big slam. Kyle goes for a pin and gets a 2 count. Big punch to Beau. Beau has pulled out all the stops, and it has not stopped Kyle. Tain't no things. Lake runs, and Kyle's still standing. And there it is, the Nat 20. And the 3 count. Kyle manages a victory on the back of a Nat 20.
Here's another quick look at some of the highlights.
A valiant effort from Beau, pulling out 2 Tain't no things and a lake run. But he just got caught by the Nat 20, and it was just too much.
Universal Dragon Champion, Dungeon Master Kyle Fergusson.
Impressive win for him here. Putting your body on the
And
line.
another title defense for Kyle.
Very differently. But in the end, Corey, they are the ones celebrating.
He continues to hold on to that title as if it was made for him. A fantastic match. Valiant effort by Beau Schwartz. You can't take anything away from that effort, but not quite enough to unseat Kyle Fergusson. Who just manages to pull off the defense. Well, that is going to do it for this week's Frog Wrestling on the back of yet another title defense for Kyle Fergusson. After a fantastic match, we're going to be back next week. What is going to happen after the brutal beatdown that Scott faced at the hands of Mod Syndicate? He has been critically injured, to say the very least, at this stage. A vicious loss for Core. Some amazing victories, though. including another victory for Kyle as he continues to make his mark as the champion. And congratulations to Monica for her first ever victory in Frog Wrestling. There's still a few people chasing that dream, and we will see what happens next week. As always, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for the thumbs up, the subscribes, and we will catch you all later. I appreciate you. Bye, everybody.